Welcome in everybody to the Sim World Racing Network's presentation of the Shake and Bake 293 with the Quick Finishers Racing League. This race is presented by AutoServe, so any auto repairs you may need, look up AutoServe. They can hook you up for anything you need. Tonight we are at Talladega Super Speedway. I'll pull up some information here if I can. So Talladega Super Speedway, 2.65 mile track. Right now it's 77 degrees, partly cloudy, light, nice little breeze going out there for these fans and drivers tonight. Track temp, from what I'm seeing, is 116 degrees, so warm track tonight. But Talladega is all about the draft, so the more cars lined up together, the faster you go. You don't want to lose that draft. Should be a good race here tonight at Talladega. We got about 3 minutes left of practice, and they'll be rolling off here to start the qualifying. We'll see if we can find a few cars here. We'll let you watch a little bit of practice. We're looking at James Bowden right now. Looks like he's heading out track. Maybe throw a qualifying lap down, mock qualifying lap, see what he's got, see where he stacks up. Not much action on the track right now. As like I said, we got under 3 minutes, about 2.5 minutes left here in practice. So then they will hit the track for qualifying. So yeah, Talladega always puts on a good race. I don't think we have typically this league. Well, they got a pretty good field tonight. I was going to say they're a little short on cars, but it looks like we've got 18 cars in the field, so a good field here for Talladega. I'm seeing some new names in the field once again this week. We've got Clayton Cyrus. He's new to the Quick Finishers Racing League here tonight, so good to see some new names popping up each and every week. They seem to keep gaining drivers, so that's always good for any league. This league typically very clean, really talented group of drivers. Come here to Talladega. I always look at these tracks like Talladega. Daytona is kind of a wild card because a lot of times you can get caught up in someone else's mess and ruin your night. But 18 drivers should take the green here. Hopefully it's a good race. We'll see if they race it out side by side throughout all 3 stages, or if they settle in line. So take a look here. I'm going to see if I can find the stages for this evening. Looks like stages tonight. The first stage will be 30 at lap 36. The second stage will end at lap 72, and then they'll run from 72 to lap 113. So 113 laps here tonight, 293 miles. These drivers do have 5 sets of tires in the pits and 1 fast repair. Let's see if I can pull up some points. I won't be able to pull the points up on your screen, but let's see if we can find the points rundown so far this season. Looks like right now, after drivers standing after Texas, we got Eric Thornton leading the points right now with Curtis Sobran in second. Third will be Larry Stubblefield. Fourth, Zoltan Nagy. Fifth goes to Gregory Robinson. Sixth, James Nelson. Seventh, Greg Barnett. Eighth, Michael Kurgelak. Ninth, Kenneth Peck. And 10th, Tommy Osborne. There are a few drivers here in the top 10 in points that are not here tonight. They chose to take a provisional. Those drivers, I believe, tonight are Eric Thornton, who is your points leader. I believe he took a provisional. I'm not seeing him in the field. I'm not seeing Larry Stubblefield as well, so provisional for him. I know Tommy Osborne took a provisional, and so did Kenneth Pollock. So a few drivers there inside the top 10 of points are taking provisionals, so that'll shake the points up a little bit. Currently, Eric Thornton holds the point lead by looks like 16 points over Curtis Sobran. So a little bit of shakeup in the points after this one tonight, but we'll see how that unfolds moving forward. Looks like practice is over. They're starting qualifying. Find a driver here. We'll ride around with Curtis Sovereign, who is second place in points. As it looks like Curtis is on his warm-up lap. His way through turns 3 and 4, up high against the wall to try to get as much speed out of that car to take the green flag here. So this is Curtis Sovereign out of Hudson, North Carolina. Coming to start. He just started lap 1. Looks like Curtis is coming to finish lap 1 of his 2-lap qualifying run. Currently, that's going to put Curtis third in the line, fourth now. Curtis ran a 53.05. Currently, James Nelson sitting on the pole with a 53 flat. Looks like now Zulu at the top with a 52.94. So good lap right there for Zulu in that 98 Toyota. Switch over to Zulu. See, looks like he's working lap number 2. See if there's any pickup at all on lap 2 for Zulu. Zulu here working his way through the tri-oval. The start finish here at Talladega is not in the middle of the tri-oval. It is right there. And just a little bit slower with a 52.99 on lap number 2. But still Zulu holding that top spot here in qualifying.
Yeah, Dave, a great run for Zulu here in the 98 pink and black Toyota. I finally made it to the booth.
Welcome in, Hillbilly.
Thank you.
Glad you could make it.
Yeah.
Your plane must have been delayed here trying to get to Talladega tonight.
Yeah, it was a little slow. Guess it was. I think I was on a bird's back or something. It's flapping its wings the whole time.
But yeah, great run for Zulu with a.
All right, folks, sorry about that. We had a little technical difficulty here in the studio. It's what running late getting here will do for us. But we should be back up and going now. Dave, if you see it on your end, let me know that we're live there.
Yeah, looks like we are back live.
All right, we do apologize for that, but we are up and rolling once again. Let me jump to the blimp cam just so we don't have a problem, as I don't see anyone on track at the moment. We have 3.
I think qualifying was 10 minutes for this session. We are at 9 minutes 15 seconds, so in about another 45 seconds should be wrapped up.
Okay, we'll take a look. So far, we have Zulu as your pole sitter, with Gregory Robinson moved into that second position. Rod as in third. Cyrus in the 05, Clayton Cyrus, haven't seen him out here yet this season. Now taking the fourth position, with Horlander in fifth, Steinhoff in sixth, Nelson in seventh, eighth is Joshua Hetrick, ninth will be Kerjelek, Beauvair's 10th, Bowden is 11th, 12th is Sauburn, 13th is Barnett, Yo is in 14th position, and Hollifield is in 15th. Nathan Christensen, Tyler Nelson, Cameron Harris have not elected to qualify, so they will start in the 16th, 17th, and 18th positions, respectively.
Yeah, and like I was telling the folks at home earlier, it's good to see some new names here each and every week. Clayton Cyrus, a newcomer to the league. Haven't seen him at all, so tells me he's brand new to this league. It's just starting tonight, and like last week, Ryan Steinhoff was his first race. So good to see some new names here.
Yeah, let's see if we're able to pick up the grid. As cars are gridding, we're waiting on the pole sitter, Zulu, to take his spot up front, where you always want to start here in Talladega. This is the Quick Finishers Racing League Cup Series, the Shake and Bake 293. We are the SimWorld Racing Network, where we occasionally have our problems, but we try to get them addressed and fixed quickly. Some problems just can't be fixed because we don't have a psychiatrist on the payroll. But, we are here for it. We are here for the good racing that the Quick Finishers Racing League puts on week in and week out. We hope you're ready. Buckle in, cinch those belts a little bit tighter, because this is going to get crazy.
Yeah, Talladega put on some wild racing as we've seen in the past. So it should be entertaining for sure.
Yeah, before we get started here, I want to go ahead and bring in a new camera. So just bear with me, folks. I do apologize for doing this on the fly. But again, when you show up late, this is what happens. So we're going to go ahead and grab some different cams here, so I can bring you the best footage you could possibly see. And we're going to reload our overlay. There we go. Now we have the digger cam and our turn cams and all that good stuff around this massive track.
Yeah, stages tonight are 36 and 72. Not sure if fuel runs what we can do here. But I feel like they're probably going to have to make a stop for fuel here in each of these stages.
Yeah, it's 60% fuel, I believe they're running. Yeah, I know they're running. You're probably going to get, 30-some laps on fuel, possibly?
Yeah, probably somewhere between 20, 28, 32 maybe is what I'm guessing. First stage is going to be 36, so they're probably going to have to stop here.
Here we go with that speculating again, but hey, that's what we do best. Thanks to the admins for putting on a great race with Quick Finishers Racing League, as they do each and every week. I'm sure this will be no different. So stay tuned, as the green flag will fly the next time by. Leave the way that. Look at me rhyming. I'm a poet and didn't know it.
Yeah, so Zulu will be leading the field to green here. Like I said, great run for Zulu to grab that pole position. Gregory Robinson's going to start just to the outside of him in that number 3 Chevy. Zulu's brother Rado will be starting right behind him there in the second row on the inside. And I believe was that the newcomer Clayton Cyrus will roll off in P4.
Yeah, I'm going to remind the folks at home that this first start will be on the guy you see here on the left side of your screen. That's, I believe it's Barney. He is your flag man. The start of the race will be on him. Every subsequent restart will be on the leader. But the green flag is in hand, waiting for the cars to come through turn 4 and the tri-oval. Down towards this start-finish line.
Green is out. Good start for the front 2.
Yeah, brothers working together there.
They got out to a pretty good jump here. It's not really what you want to happen on a super speedway, as these guys behind him are coming with a lot of speed.
Well, the good thing is for our leader, Zulu, he does have Rada glued to his rear bumper, so that'll help him keep some of that speed that he needs. So when those other cars catch him, they're not necessarily going to fly right by, especially with the inside line now kind of forming up.
Yeah, it looks like the inside line kind of checked up a little bit, but not a big run from the outside, so worked out pretty well for Zulu and Rada there. You got Zulu and Rada 1-2 right now. The rest of the field is side by side all the way back through the entire field, I believe. That outside lane has got a run coming now as they're door to door with the top 2. Clayton Cyrus giving a little shove there to the 3 car of Gregory Robinson.
We know Robinson is really, really good on his restrictor, I want to say restrictor places, but super speedway style racing. When the draft is in play, he's usually up in the mix somewhere along the line for sure.
Yeah, the entire field side by side, 2 by 2 as they work through turns 3 and 4.
Momentum is currently with that inside line, but you can see the outside lane starting to form up. The 05 getting right to the back of the 3 car. Going to give him a little touch there. Oh, pushing the pusher. The 74 hits the 5 into the 3. Now the outside has the momentum. So, Dave, you know why folks will show up to watch this, though, right? Not because we're the greatest broadcasters they've ever heard on their TVs or phones or on the YouTubes. It's they're here for the big one. I'll stand by that. They are here for the big one.
And the big one can happen at any moment here at Talladega. As they almost had the big one there as James Nelson gets down off onto the apron a little bit, able to save it.
Yeah, James Nelson falling back just a little bit in that 75, but now he's right back up in the back of Curtis Sauber.
Yeah, when they had that little bobble back there with James Nelson, it kind of separated that inside line. As you see, the outside line had a bunch of momentum, able to clear. Now Josh Hetrick's going to jump down in that bottom lane and try to lead that inside lane back up towards the front as the outside lane big run.
'05 drops low. Oh, and he gets into the 3 just a little bit. 3 is sideways on the apron. Holds on to it. Still looks sideways.
3 wide there for a moment. They straighten it out. Still 3 wide down here. Getting down in the trioval. Oh! We got one around the grass. That's Josh Hetrick. And it looks like maybe Bo Bear. Who was that? That was Ryan Steinhoff.
Yeah, what a mess.
Yeah, it looked like they never completely got that all gathered up. As looked like the who was that? The 25 of Joshua Hetrick kind of came down. I don't know if that was Ryan Steinhoff who made contact and around they went.
Yeah, Dave, I thought it was going to stay in the grass, which may have not brought out the caution, but we see the 98 and the 24 almost touch up on track. But as the 74 comes back up on track here, the 33, nowhere to go, gets right in the back of him, really slams the 74 hard into the wall. Then it clips the 33, turning his car nose first into the wall. See if we can get a different angle on that.
Yeah, it looks like the 25 of Josh Hetrick just kind of squeezed the 74 of Steinhoff a little bit. Just got them all spun around there. Unfortunately, the 33 and Nathan Christensen involved as well. Just the wrong spot at the wrong time.
Yeah, I noticed the 3 that had just had that issue down in the apron and dropped back a bit was able to slip right on through there.
Yeah, it looks like everybody is on pit road to top off on fuel. That should make them, or they should be able to make it the rest of the way in this stage on fuel.
Yeah, this is going to be a this will help them with the fuel, like you say. Some guys just fuel only.
Yeah, they're working lap 7, so no real need for tires here. Really, tires not an issue for the most part here tonight. They'll probably take them on the stage breaks just because they got the time to do so. I'd like to give a shout out to Catalin Nagy once again in the chat watching the race here, rooting for Zulu and Rada, 98 and the 89. Thank you, Catalin, for joining us every single week. We greatly appreciate it.
Yeah, absolutely, and being active in the chat, we love that. We're not always the most responsive, but we're trying to get better at it. So we do think you get in there shouting out who you're rooting for and call the play-by-plays. We're ready for it. We're here for it. So yeah, thank you very, very much. Cameron Harris is up 13 positions from the start of this race. You know, he didn't qualify, and he's now sitting P3 on the field. Not sure how he did it. I
mean, we missed it completely, but good run there for Cam here in the early going.
Yeah, absolutely.
But that is going to separate on this next restart. That's going to separate the brothers of Zulu and Rada. See if they work together to maybe get hooked back up once again.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how they handle this restart. You're going to have the 43 pushing the 98, and you're going to have that 05 pushing the 89. And to see how this all shakes out or bakes out in the Shake and Bake 293 here for the Quick Finishers Racing League, presented to you by AutoServe. AutoServe, if you're in the Charlestown, West Virginia area, get that car repaired, get you a tune-up, get that thing running right, so you too can be as fast as, I was going to say Xfinity Internet, but hey, Spectrum Internet in this case.
It looks like lights are out on the pace car. They're stacked up, double file here.
So you've got Nathan Christensen, who we saw get involved in that. He's currently back in the 18th position. Joshua Hetrick, who kind of set the whole thing in motion a little bit, in 17th. Michael Kurgelik's back in 16th. Greg Barnett's 15th. Ryan Steinhoff is 14th. Gregory Robinson in 3 is back in 13th. James Bowden 12th. Tyler Nelson 11th. James Nelson riding in P10. But we're going to get back up front here as we're getting ready to get this thing rolling.
Yeah, cars are working their way through turns 3 and 4. Zulu gonna lead them to the green.
Riding on the gyro cam with Cam Harris for this restart.
They are coming into the Geico restart zone now. Green is out.
Yeah, the
Good
98
jump for
and
the two
89
brothers.
fired off again, didn't they? You can tell they're on the same radio channel. They definitely knew when to go. Now let's see if one drops in behind the other and they start working together here again. Stay side by side a little long, I think.
Yeah, they didn't want to settle it out. They're just going to settle it between themselves here. It's Cam Harris now right to the back bumper of that 98 of Zulu. Big push by the 05 onto the 89 of Rada. Looks like that inside lane is going to prevail here early. Now Zulu's going to go the outside, pick up his brother there. That's going to give Cam Harris the lead this time by.
Cam's got a lot of help by Michael Bovair. There's Michael's car is getting a little out of shape. Cam goes to the high side to block that top line.
See if Cam drops back down to the bottom, if he's going to challenge both lanes. Right now he's sticking to the top. That inside lane is coming.
Racing with Cam for several years now. Cam seems to like the high side at most tracks he runs at. Seems to do very well up there in the top lane. But the 84 Bovair is your new leader. To work their way off turn 4.
Yeah, Bovair's got help from Sean Horlander there in that 24 car. With James Nelson in tow behind him.
Yeah, I was going to say don't look now, but James Nelson's moving his way through the field with help by Curtis Sauburn. These two guys work very well together. We've talked about it before. We talked about it back in Daytona. These guys have raced together for a very long time. Have that level of trust with one another that you need in this plate style racing.
Yeah, and I expect when either of those drivers get a run or a chance to go somewhere, they're going to go together, the 75 and the 54, as they seem to do every time we're at a super speedway.
Bovair still leading the way with Horlander at his back bumper. Good to see Bovair having a good night. I mean, I know we're only 11 laps into a 113 lap race, now 12 laps. We're working lap 12, but it's good to see him up in the front, making some waves here in the Quick Finishers Racing League.
Right now, early on, it looks like Nathan Christensen has lost the draft. The only car, I think, to have lost the draft here.
Yeah, he still has that damage. I don't think he got a whole lot of that damage corrected. His hood appears to be bent up there a bit. And unfortunately has lost the draft, as you say. Watching this 25 of Hetrick, he's laid back a little further than I would be comfortable, but I guess he's still getting a good draft off these guys, maybe just trying to see how it shakes out. You know, they're punching a pretty big hole in front of him as Tyrone Yo now moves down to that bottom line.
Yeah, it looks like the top 5 right now, a single file on the bottom of the racetrack. 43 of Cam Harris is trying to get something going on that outside, but it's just him and Zulu right now.
Yeah, I'm not sure what
trying to
happened
get
with
up there.
Rada, Dave. Rada's falling back to the 15th position, now down 12 spots from where he started.
Just like we said, 75 of James Nelson goes high, brings the 54 of Curtis Sovereign with him on the outside lane, see if they can squeeze back down to the bottom.
Or will they stay up top? No, they're blocking low. But that's going to open the door for Cam Harris and
yeah, it looks like the outside lane is reloading here. They've got some cars up there to help that outside lane. But like we said earlier, 75-54 work very well together. They're going to go where any of them go, they're going to follow. So they find themselves 1-2 at the moment as Cam Harris still working that outside lane with Zulu in tow.
A couple of drivers we're not seeing here tonight, Dave. I don't know if you mentioned that while I was MIA or not, but I don't see Kenneth Pack out here tonight. I'm not seeing multi-time winner in the 82, Larry Stubblefield. Not seeing him out here tonight.
Yeah, there was a few that took provisionals. I believe the other one was Tommy Osborne.
Yep.
Was not here tonight taking provisional, and maybe a couple others. But still a pretty good field, even though we had 4 or 5 provisionals tonight, 18-car field.
So now single file through the top 4.
Yeah, Cam Harris still digging up there on the top, trying to get something going to get that outside lane moving.
Yeah, he's really going to need the 05 to get up on the back of this 98 car of Zulu. He gets up on the back of the 98. That's going to help the 98 get through the bubble to the back of the 43. And then that top lane will run. It's really hard to do with just 2 cars as Beauvais jumps up trying to get into that outside lane, but just didn't have the room, so had to go back down low.
Yeah, that took my breath away for a minute. Thought there was going to be the big one here at the front of the field.
He now moves up to give a little air to the nose of the 43. The 43 is going to draw right in.
Yeah, Beauvais says, I'm sick of running back here on the inside. Push me to the front. That's what Cam Harris is trying to do.
Yeah, now the 98 is going to join, and you have they're a little better grouped up on the top than they are the bottom. So now the 24 is making his way to the back of Curtis Sovereign. So that bottom lane is finally forming back up just in time, because they were going to end up in trouble if the 24 wasn't able to close that gap.
Looks like Cam's going to give Beauvais a good push right here off of turn 4. Make that turn 2, I believe. Ooh, a little squirrely there for the 43 and 48, but making a little bit of headway there on the outside.
Looking back at that the nose of the Camry of Cameron Harris as he's trying to push Beauvais on this outside line. Now James Nelson getting a good push by the 54 of Curtis Sovereign there. You guys get to see what the radiator looks like on that car.
Like I said, it takes a lot of trust in these two drivers to do what they're doing. And like I said, they've raced together for a very long time. They're comfortable with one another. So for these two drivers to do it, it probably feels like nothing from their point of view. But from up here, it can get terrifying at times to see these cars wiggle and move around.
Yeah, I mean, they're only doing somewhere between 194 and 201 down the backstretch. So through the corner when they're bumping like that, they were doing 190, 191. So that was pretty impressive. that the speeds that they're carrying, bumping through the corner like that, it can be dangerous. But, you know, again, if you trust the driver behind you and you're able to hold a steady wheel and just let them work the back of the bumper, then you can definitely make some speed here. Maybe drag the brake a little bit so that they're able to get to your rear bumper.
Yeah, we see now that outside line is completely dissolved. They're all going to be running down here in the bottom through, looks like the top 10, all single file on the bottom of this racetrack.
Yeah, absolutely. As we see, the 3 of Gregory Robinson worked his way back up to the 6th position already after having that early bobble down on the apron. No harm, no foul, no damage to his car. Just had to work his way back up through the field and was able to do so.
Yeah, it looks like Michael Kurgelak and Josh Hetrick have now lost the draft. They're sitting about, about 40 seconds back. And I'm hearing pit stops coming, so they still are not good on fuel to the end of this one. I believe that was possibly James Nelson that called out pit road here.
Yeah, here they come as they fan out, trying to get under braking. Whole bunch of cars coming down. Do they get down to that speed limit of, I believe it's 60 miles an hour here, Dave?
Yeah, I believe it's 55 or 60. I think it's 55, but we'll see if there's any penalties after this one. Like Sean Horlander leading him down pit road. No.
And then the 54 is around backwards in his box. He's not in his box, though, is the problem. He's going to have to spin that thing around. That'll cost the 54.
Oh, a lot of time here.
A lot of time. Your leader is Michael Bovair, but he has no one there with him. But the 05 of Clayton Cyrus is coming. Cam Harris still out on track behind the 05.
Oh, looks like, looking at that, the 54 is trying to get to his pit box, clip the 98, and 54 is still trying to get to his pit box and kind of clip the 3 car. So, tough break for Curtis Auburn right there.
Yeah, we'll take a look at it here on the replay.
So that's going to hand over the lead to Clayton Cyrus in that 05, followed by Michael Bovair and Cam Harris, who have yet to pit. They at least got hooked together here to make a little bit of time. But the pack kind of got separated here on the pit stop. Looks like now you're going to have Sean Horlander and James Nelson and James Bowden hooking together here. Yeah, big shakeup here through the field from that green flag stop.
Oh, it was the Bovair sideways off the bumper of the 43 of Harris. These guys need to be working together. That was a little too close.
Yeah, so the 05, the 43, the 84 still yet to pit. I believe those are the only 3 cars yet to make a pit stop here.
When this cycles through, Sean Horlander should be your leader, followed by James Nelson, James Bowden, Michael Kurgelak, and Joshua Hetrick. But I think Joshua Hetrick's still he and Michael are gonna still have to pit. Well, no, so they were down on lap 15, Dave. Is that right? Yeah, so Sean Horlander was down on 20. Michael Kurgelak and Josh Hetrick were both down on lap 15. They may be able to go the rest of the way.
They may be able to go the distance, yeah.
They were trying a little bit different pit strategy, the 2 of them together.
Yeah, I'm looking back here. The pack led by Michael Kurgelak, Josh Hetrick. That is 6 cars. So they should be able to make some ground up here on Sean Horlander, James Nelson, and James Bowden.
Yeah, they're going to want to form up a little tighter than this, probably, in order to make maximize their speed efforts. But, yeah, I mean, nonetheless, if it's going to be hard for this smaller group of Bovair and Horlander, these 3 cars to stay up.
Yeah, Nathan Christensen there, lap down, is in the mix with them. So that helps that group a little bit to have 4 cars here when they come to hit pit road.
Well, and these guys are going to have to take quite a bit less fuel They're currently approximately 28 seconds ahead of Sean Horlander in the 24, who will be your eventual leader. So, yeah, I mean, 27 seconds, they're going to get past on pit road, but they're only going to be down for like a splash and go. You just have to see how it shakes out, how it bakes up in the shake and bake 293.
And like I said, stage 1 will come to an end here at lap 36, so about 10 laps to go in the stage. Alright, so I am now hearing the 05 is pitting, 84 is pitting, so we should see the 05, the 43, 84 all hit pit road this time by, as here they come. The 05 gets it rolled down, looks like he's able to. Who else? We got Michael Bovair and Nathan Christensen on pit road as well. They are down. There goes the leaders now. So that does indeed hand the lead over to Sean Horlander in the 24 car, followed by James Nelson and James Bowden. Next group back, let's see, it looks like Michael Kurgelak, who leads that second pack, is about 4.5 seconds back here. And that's a group that consists of Kurgelak, Hetrick, Rada, Yo, and Steinhoff, all on a pack. So we'll see if those 5 cars, they should be able to make up some ground here and run these 3 cars down. And I'm sorry, folks, our cameraman took a quick break. He's right now showing the 05 of Clayton Cyrus, who's currently in the 9th position with Cam Harris. They're pushing him.
Yeah, Dave. Now we're back up front. We're up with Kurgelak now, watching them try to chase down. He had the 25, try to chase down James Bowden and James Nelson, who currently about 4 seconds ahead at the moment. As we're coming closer and closer to the stage break and the points window.
Yeah, I was kind of expecting that second pack to catch the first pack a little quicker than what they are. Currently, it's just kind of slow going back there, staying right about 4.5 seconds back.
Yeah, they're running together, but they're really not pushing all that hard. I see the 25 now pushing Kurgelak pretty hard, but he's going to need that 38 to be up on him so that they're consistently faster than this group in front of them.
Yeah, they just gained 2/10 there, so it's trending in the right direction. We'll see. We still got plenty of time. We've got about 6 laps to go in the stage. See if that second pack can catch up here.
Yeah, they're just not gaining quick enough, Dave. It's 2 or 3 cars, and then you've got a little gap. The 89 really doesn't have anyone close. Doesn't have anyone close enough to him to keep up with the 38. So unfortunately, it needs the 2 of Tyrone Yo to really get up on his bumper. Now Tyrone's got the shove to get up there.
Yeah, they've got this now down to 4 seconds and slowly gaining. So, like I said, they should be able to catch this group hopefully here before the end of the stage, make a race out of this.
Yeah, you've got the 3 back here. I'm not really sure.
It looks like the 3 of Gregory Robinson is at least maybe 1 lap down. I'll have to wait to see the ticker here.
Yeah, it looked he had a 40. He must have had a 40-second hold for speeding.
He is here on the back of the second group.
Yeah, but he's trying to move around them, and unfortunately, that's just slowing and breaking up the back of this pack of cars.
Yeah, it looks like that second pack hit about 3.75 seconds back, and they just kind of stalled out there. As they are not very organized here. They're kind of spread apart. They need to get a little bit tighter in that second pack if they want to run these 3 cars down at the front.
Yeah, Sean Horlander still leads the way with the 75 of James Nelson right on his back bumper, and James Bowden right there in 3rd position. And these guys are just staying a lot closer together. And it's allowing them to, again, like you say, they've made up a half a second since last reported. They're a little over 3 seconds back now, almost 3.5 seconds. But again, you've got the 3 trying to move his way up through this pack, and it's really just hurting this pack. It keeps breaking them apart. Each driver he gets up alongside, it kind of drags them back away from the car in front of them. Now the 89 is going to go up on the top lane there. These guys are going to race 2 by 2 in 2 separate packs. I mean, you want the 3 pushing you, but you got to be willing to push. But
not too sure what the second pack is thinking.
No,
but
I know what they're
definitely
thinking.
Get in line here.
Both Greg Barnett and the 38 and the 3 are both on the. That's why the 38 jumped up top. It's because he saw the 3 coming. They're both racing for that lucky dog.
Okay, that makes more sense here.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. So those 2 guys are racing to get back on the lead lap. That's why the 3. It makes sense now that the 3 was running up beside these guys. Unfortunate for the lead lap cars that they have a lap down battle that's happening. But hey, that's racing. These guys want to get back on that lead lap and be a part of this thing for the second stage.
Yeah, so right now, Greg Barnett in that 38 has that lucky dog position, the 3.
He's going to get clear. He's got the help. He's got the help. He's going to get clear of the 89. Then it's going to be a battle between the 38 and the 3. The 38 goes up to block the 3. Ooh. 3 gives him a little shot. Don't wreck in front of the lead lap cars, guys.
And here we go to start lap 36. The end of this lap will be the stage. We'll see when they throw that yellow, but watch that 38 and the 3. I know that lucky dog.
I want to go up and watch the battle for the win, the stage win.
They're going to be 3 wide here.
38 are 3 wide with the 2. 3, 38, 2. 3 goes down a side draft off the 38. Nose to nose.
Oh, that'd be. It's like a short track Saturday night here at Talladega as they work down the backstretch. Still contact between the 3 and the 38. 3 wide into 3.
There's still single foul for the lead for the stage win.
Oh,
Jeez.
still side by side. Now that 3's got a little bit of help on the top side.
Yeah, he's got by the 38 now. 38 getting a little bit of pull off the 2.
Let's see when this yellow flies, who they give it to. Still no yellow yet. That should have been the stage right here.
They're still side by side, the 3 and the 38. 3 has the help.
Caution's out now. Looks like it's going to go to the 3.
It's going to go to the 3. His persistence paid off. What a battle for the lucky dog. I mean,
I think what happened was they were waiting for the top 10 cars to cross the line. So as soon as Cam Harris crossed the line is probably when they threw that yellow. So good battle there between the 3 and the 38, but it looks like the 3 is going to come out on top.
Yeah, but you're stage winner and the biggest points, gets that playoff point and gets the most points, which is 10 for the stage, is Sean Horlander. With James Nelson in second, James Bowden third, Michael Kerjelak fourth, fifth was Joshua Hetrick, Roddick sixth, Tyrone Yo seventh, Ryan Steinhoff eighth, Clayton Cyrus ninth, and Cameron Harris bringing in that last valuable point in 10th.
I see Tommy's stuff wrote in the chat that he's pulling for Greg Barnett tonight, but he says a dad always is going to pull for his son. So thanks, Tommy, for tuning in and wishing Greg the best of luck here tonight as he was battling there for that lucky dog. Just fell a little short.
Yeah, it was one heck of a battle, though. These guys are still trying to figure out who got it, but I think iRacing's probably already let them know. Yep, as the 38's going to peel down, looks like he's going to go ahead and hit pit road here. Oh, yeah, maybe not. He was just going to the apron. Be sure to jump over to Facebook.com, search for QFRL. Go ahead and follow that page. Show your support for the Quick Finishers Racing League. If you're interested in doing any racing here on the iRacing service, you can go to iRacing.com, find out how to get that set up. But if you're looking for a good league, this is a good one right here with the Quick Finishers Racing League. So we see tires going on. Now the 24 is off. He's off pit road. He's going to come back out. He came in with the lead. He's going to leave with it. Joshua Hetrick's going to come off second. James Nelson third. James Bowden in fourth. Followed by Michael Kerjelak, Rada, Ryan Steinhoff, Tyrone Yo, Clayton Cyrus, Mark Hollifield, Zulu is 11th. Curtis Auburn rolls off 12th. Michael Bovair just pulls off pit road there in the 13th position. Tyler Nelson, our rookie, now making his way off pit road. And as we mentioned, your lucky dog is going to be that 3. He's now back on lead lap. He's coming around to get his service.
Looks like Greg Barnett stayed out to get the wave around from what I am seeing. So that should put Greg Barnett back on the lead lap, but he did have to stay out to get that wave around.
Yeah, and he was last in on lap 15, Dave. He's hoping for a really quick caution here.
Yeah, he's hoping for a quick caution here so he can get back on sequence with the rest of these drivers.
But hey, you sometimes you have to take the risks, and if you're going to do it here early on. The beginning of second stage is a good time to do that. Because you'll take the chance now. The only problem is, if he has to come down pit road for fuel, he's going to lose the draft. As he's going to go ahead and come down now. He's not taking the wave around.
Okay, yeah, he is coming down now. I thought he was going to take the wave around, but he obviously pretty tight on fuel.
Yeah, it's Curtis Sauber. Curtis Sauburn's coming back down. Michael Kerjelak's coming. A bunch of these cars are coming back down to top off. Give them an extra lap or so of fuel.
It looks like they should get the one to go here at the line.
Let's be sneaky here and go ahead and hop on board. Okay, Sean doesn't appear to be saving any fuel, really. See Joshua Hetrick rolling around here in 5th gear. I don't really see him clutching it or anything or shutting it off. So they know they're going to stop. They're really not concerned with saving fuel. These guys who just pitted, I think they're just looking to get an extra lap or two, right? I don't think they're going to make it to any type of stage end.
Yeah, it looks like the next stage is going to be lap 72.
That's 32 laps. I mean, is it doable? Be 30.
They couldn't make it. They stopped early at lap 6 in that first stage, and they still had to come down and top off.
You're right.
So
you're right. So like you say, about 28 to 30 laps probably. 32 maybe. But, I mean, if you're out front, you're not going to save it. You're not going to save enough. But these guys who just stopped for fuel, I don't know. I mean, if they're riding back in the draft at 50% throttle, we'll just have to see how they're doing. We'll pay attention to what the 54 is doing here. He's clutching it. He's doing it from 2nd gear. I guess he's getting ready for the restart, but
yeah, it looks like a lot of these guys are clutching just from the separation they have. But they're working their way off turn 4, looking for that green flag. Sean Horlander is going to lead them down here.
Horlander will be the control car when they get into that blue and white Geico restart zone. He'll be able to step on the loud pedal first. How do you run that, Dave? Do you wait until the end of the Geico restart zone here in restrictor plate racing so that you're not getting a big jump?
That's what I would tend to do, and that looks like what Sean Horlander just did.
Yep.
Kind of waited late in that zone. You don't really want a big jump on super speedways.
Yeah, he played it very nicely, and that's exactly what he did. Was he waited late and then stepped on the throttle, because that way everybody else is anticipating exactly when you're going to start. And you've got help with you, because if you jump out early and you're the only car out there, you're a sitting duck.
Yeah, it looks like Josh Hetrick's going to be leading that outside lane, looking for a good push, and he gets one from the 53.
Yeah, but just not enough help on the outside yet. 74 is trying to get up into the mix.
Yeah, that outside lane really fell apart right there. Fell back 5, 6, 7 car lengths.
The 05 now jumping up to the high side. I think he was hoping Sovereign was going to go, and Sovereign does go.
Sovereign does go, but they're going to stack him up.
It did, but it also broke up that inside line. So the 54 really pushing the 05 now, giving him a good shot to the rear bumper.
Yeah, if there's one thing we know about this league at all, is 54 Curtis Sovereign is never content to ride on the bottom of these super speedways. He's always looking for a way forward. It's no different right here as he jumped up, squeezed it up in there, trying to get back to the front.
Yeah, they're just now starting to even hold pace with the inside line, as they really never got going. It's like, even though he was giving shots to the 05, it was still backing up the 25 behind him by doing so, because the 25 was having to check up for him. Because the last thing you want to do is push the pusher.
Yeah, it looks like they got a little bit of structure going right now in that outside lane. Be curious to see how these 5 cars do.
Yeah, the inside lane is not slouching, though, but now the 05 has moved his way up beside the rookie in the 85 of younger Nelson there, Tyler.
Yeah, good clean push by the 54 to try to get that 05 up there.
The 54 needs help by Hetrick now. Even though you don't want to push the pusher, I mean, you could sync all these bumpers together. But if that third car pushes more than the second car is, then there's trouble. So, but you want to be close. If you're in that third car, you want to be inches off the rear bumper of the 54. while he is pressed against the bumper of the car in front of him, and that's how you go fast here. But the front 5 are now single file.
See what the 05 does. Now the 84, or who? I think that's the 84, is going to jump out there in front of the 05. Stacks the outside lane up. 54 back to the bottom. I've had enough of this.
38 of Barnett is moving his way through the field. He's going to get his lap back the old-fashioned way, just past the field. Unfortunately, he won't be able to pull away and reclaim his lap, but it's a good spot to be in out front if you're the lap car. Not quite there yet. Got a little bit of work to do, but...
Yellow is out.
There it is. Yellow out. Let's see if we can find out what that came out for. James Bowden.
It looked like James Bowden, but that's gonna give Greg Barnett big break for Greg.
It's exactly what Greg was looking for. As we see right here, Bowden in the 53.
Looks like Bowden had to tow possibly. Let's see what happened to him.
Oh, so this happened. I'm gonna have to change views and take another look at this, guys, as that was a bit blocked by our Sunoco.
Oh, yeah.
That was a tough hit to the wall. Let's take another look at it here.
Unfortunately, got the 05 involved. That's the second incident for the 05, so unfortunate for him.
So we saw Tyrone Yo checked up hard due to the pack in front of him. The 53 had to check up hard, and they just kind of got collected up in a mess. It was just the quick going, and yeah, he had to take a tow. That's unfortunate. Could not get that machine back to pit lane. That tow, it can hurt you here. I mean, you need quite a few more cautions to recover from that.
Yeah, and I'm not too sure if Clayton Cyrus had to use a fast repair on that first wreck, but if he's got one, he needs it now.
We've got Cam Harris is down a lap, Christensen's down a lap, Barnett's down a lap, but Barnett's going to get his lap back right here.
As we get a bunch of cars, pretty much everybody in on pit road. Rada stays out.
Yeah, Rada, Zulu, and Josh Hetrick all stay on track, it looks like. Last pitting on lap 38.
Looks like Clayton Cyrus is in, see if he's got a fast repair or not. He's going to straighten out in his box.
James Nelson leapfrogged Sean Horlander on that pit stop there. So he gets a 5.9 second pit stop to Sean Horlander's 8.35 second pit stop. So yeah, that'll do it. That'll definitely do it. Question is, did James take enough fuel to get himself to the end of the stage? Will Josh Hetrick, Zulu, and Rada have enough fuel to make it to the end of the stage? I mean, these cautions certainly help. I have so many questions, Dave.
Good news for the 05. He did have a fast repair. However, I did not see the 05 take fuel. It looked like he just fixed his damage and left. So that's kind of an interesting one. Yeah, some of these drivers that were in on lap 38, I don't know if they can make it or not, but they did stay out.
Yeah, I mean, I think here's the thing. You know, the 25 was in on lap 38, but then he restarted on the front row. So when you're up front and there's no cars in front of you, then you're pushing that air. You're using more throttle than the guys riding behind you. So the chances of you saving fuel are much less, are minimal actually, when you're having to push your way through the air, rather than a hole being opened up by the draft, the car in front of you. As we see Sauber, Kerjelak, and it looks like Tyrone Yo all coming down pit road here to top off.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like Rada, Zulu, and Hetrick are going to be awful tight on fuel. I don't know. Unless they still all have to stop. Drivers in on lap 45. Yeah, I think it's still going to be fairly tight.
Yeah, I mean these guys pitting right now though. I don't think it's a bad move to top off because you're giving up track position, but you're at a plate race. You're gonna get that back, or you have the ability to get it back a lot of times. Just saving everything that they can.
Yeah, but like you said, Rada, Zulu, and Hetrick, if they're tight on fuel, it's going to be hard to save being up front here.
Yeah, absolutely. You're going to want to. I mean, if you're going to try to make it, you're going to want to drop back in this pack pretty quick. Make sure you have at least one car in front of you. Preferably somebody tucked up pushing you from the back so you don't have to hit that throttle much at all. Hey, we're going to see what happens here, folks. And then when we're done, at the end of this thing, we're going to talk to the top 3 drivers, the top 3 finishers tonight. So be sure and stick right here with us. They're getting racked up to do it once more, Dave. Once more in this stage. Not sure that's going to be our last caution.
Yeah, like I said, the next stage caution will be at lap 72.
Bowden's going to come around here and catch the field. Pace cars dipping down pit road, getting ready to go green once again.
They're in the restart zone, and the 89 is off.
He really needed the 98 to jump down to that inside lane, but he can't do it until he crosses the start-finish. Let's see if he gets down there. And he does. Okay. Yeah, he really needed him to do that because he got too big of a jump there. Looks like
Hetrick let James Nelson down on that inside line. Oh, a little bit of a stack up there on the inside.
The 85 was on the outside lane. Tyler Nelson. A little bit of help from the 74 of Steinhoff. Steinhoff drops to the bottom. Leaves that 85 up on the top by himself. There's that 05 of Clayton Cyrus. Trying to move his way back up to the pack here. Now moving into the 8th position. Single file through the top 6 or 7 cars now. '85, our rookie, is about to go to school as he's got the number 3 of Smokey Robinson up behind him. 74 comes up to block that high lane. They're going to be able to work a little bit together now. 85 gives a good shot to the 74. Nice and clean. That got the outside lane rolling. Curtis Sauber has joined that. Michael Kerslak has joined that. This is a pretty stout. You got Cam Harris up there in the top lane, too. It's a pretty stout second lane, and they are rolling. As you see, James Nelson was trying to peek up there a little bit, thinking maybe he's going to go up there. Doesn't do it.
Yeah, it looks like the 74, that outside lane now up door to door with the 4th place car of Josh Hetrick. That outside still rolling towards the front here. 85 is going to give the 74 a little shot down the back.
Inside lane stacking up just a bit. They got really, really close to each other and started pushing a bit hard, trying to fight off this outside line, and it's kind of stacked them up a little. Caused a little bit of separation between the 25 and 24.
Yeah, we've still got 22 laps to go till stage end.
We have about equal numbers on the high line and low line. High line looks a little more coordinated. But they still aren't making the speed yet, taking the long way around. So now they've got a good run. The 98 jumps to the high side. He's going to get a shot by the 74. Moves to the inside of the 89. They're going to do 3 wide, splitting the 89. 89 is going to fall like a rock here, all the way to the back of this pack as everyone goes by. No help in that third lane. The 74 now looking to take that lead, trying to work his way to the outside of the 98.
Yeah, you got James Nelson in that 75 giving a good push to Zulu there. It's going to allow them two to kind of sneak away a little bit.
Hetrick
Now
going to the
25,
outside.
yeah. Hetrick to the outside. Ooh, big check up there on the bottom.
75 is just hammering the 98. Giving him
That
really
outside
good
lane's
shots.
got the momentum.
It took them a while to do it, but they did it. You know, they got that. They started moving up far enough that guys were like, "Hey," started seeing what was happening, and you know the 25 jumped up there in front of him. Was like, "All right, you're not going to do this without me." But the 25 quickly jumps to the bottom. He's going to try to maybe defend both lanes here. Nope, he didn't go back to the high side. Really stacked up that inside line.
Good push there by the 85. They could possibly both clear the 25. See if they jump.
And
to
the
bottom.
54 clears. I don't know that you do. I don't know that you abandon the guys that helped you get there yet. Not this early on.
That inside lane's falling apart.
So the left Cam Harris on the outside there, followed by Tyrone Yo. New leader Ryan Steinhoff in that number 74 Chevrolet, followed by the rookie Tyler Nelson, Curtis Sauburn, Michael Kerjelak, and Joshua Hetrick round out your top five.
Ooh,
We
big
got Joshua
checkup.
Hetrick falling through the center. He's in the sucker hole.
Yeah, big checkup. Hetrick had nowhere else to go.
Cam Harris is now working that outside lane and making it happen. Cam is a lap down, but he's trying to get there before the end of this stage. Make sure that he's going to get that lap back. Would rather be in front of the leaders when they come to the stage end, but yeah, and he is currently. It's Tyrone Yo now battling the 74 for the lead.
Now, if Cam Harris can stay there and they get a yellow, that's going to help the 33 of Nathan Christensen get the lucky dog. It's Christensen and James Bowden are battling for that position.
Yeah.
Bowden, however, is about a second and a half. It shows behind, so he's about ready to go 2 laps down.
Christensen is Cam Harris's biggest fan right now, but the 2 just says, no, don't want to follow you anymore, putting you a lap down again, and does so. The 2 of Tyrone Yo is leading here in the Quick Finishers Racing League Cup Series Shake and Bake 293. He hollered back to Barnett and said, shake and bake, buddy, shake and bake. And around they went. Now they're getting out a little far on this pack behind them. The 85 is getting a really good run. Quick closing rate there. Some help from the 54. 38 is glued to the back of this 2.
Yeah, the outside is going to get a good run here down into turn 3.
Yeah, great shove by Cam Harris. It got him kind of up the track a little bit, but really, really good shove on the 74. The only thing I like better than broadcasting a race at Talladega, folks, is racing in a race at Talladega. But it's pretty exciting up here, man. I don't know. I'm enjoying what I'm seeing. I hope you're enjoying it at home. Thanks for watching here on the SimWorld Racing Network. Be sure and light up the comments with who your favorite driver is, who you want to see win this thing. Who's really pissing you off? Whatever.
All right, here comes that outside lane again as they inch a little bit closer. As they're closing in on the 53 of James Bowden to put him down another lap. Bowden's going to stay to the high side here. But here comes that outside lane, the 74 of Ryan Steinhoff right now leading the way on the outside.
Yeah, he's got help by the lap car of Cam Harris, and then the 75. It's right back there in line as well. These three cars are working very, very well together. As the 75 just hangs them out. I said that. Not sure that was the right move for the 75, though. He was too far of a gap on the 2.
Yeah, let's see. Cam needs that 4 car of Mark Hollifield to get to his back bumper as we got pit stops underway. Looks like Nelson is in, Barnett, Sovereign, Kurjalak, Orlander, Rada is in, Nathan Christensen is also in.
Strangely enough, it's these guys that were topping off. The 41, the 54. All of these guys back down on the same lap. I guess they wanted to make sure they were pitting with other drivers.
Yeah, we'll see. It looks like Hetrick and Zulu is still last in on lap 38, so they got to be getting pretty tight here. See when they decide to hit pit road.
Yes, the 25 is definitely not trying to save any fuel. He's in the outside lane by himself.
And maybe look to see this front group hit pit road this time by. Here the 4 cars called out. He is coming to pit road, and here they all come. Looks like Hetrick, Zulu, Bowden, they all stayed out.
Ooh, as the 05 missed the commitment cone. That will be a commitment cone violation. Unsafe entry to pit lane.
Yeah, I saw an issue with the 4 as well.
It might have been, you know, they both have red cars. I may have missed that.
The 05 definitely missed the commitment cone. But I saw the 4 car going through the grass.
As Zulu is your leader, followed by Michael Bovair and Joshua Hetrick. Bovair having the most fuel of those that are out there right now, but based on the stops these guys are having, and yeah, it looks like they're holding the 05 for a 40-second hold.
Gonna be, I think you're right. That's gonna probably be a 40-second hold on the 05.
Same thing for Ryan Steinhoff in the 74.
Yeah, that could
and
be,
the 4. They're all being held.
Well, we know why the 05 was being held.
Yeah, I'm not sure what happened to the 75.
Probably too fast entering would be my guess. But we'll see when these front 4 now hit pit road. They've got a about a 33-second lead over the 75 of James Nelson. Front pack still choosing to stay out here.
Ten laps to go in the stage. I don't know how well this benefited these guys the last time they did it, though. I mean, because I believe the 25 was in that last, the first stage, ran it long, and I'm not sure that really helped them out a ton.
No, I believe the last stage they had about a 28-second gap. Right now they're holding about a 32-second gap, but that gap is closing very quickly here.
Yes, they're really not grouped up. There's 4 cars here, but they're so far off of one another that they're really not making much speed. Working with the 53.
Yeah, the 53 who is a lap down.
Yeah, the 25 just can't seem to get caught up to the 98. And really, how hard can you push when you're in fuel-saving mode? So I don't know that you're in fuel-saving mode because you're not. I don't think they're going to save the 10 laps.
No, and they were out there longer than everyone else, so they're gonna have to be hitting pit road here in the next lap or two.
I am wrong more than I'm right up here, ladies and gentlemen. So I'm not gonna. Here they come. Here goes the 25.
Here comes Hetrick all by himself. No one else chose to come with him. Tough break there for the 25. He's not gonna have any drafting help.
Yeah, and I don't think he's gonna get out there. Excuse me. Quick enough to blend.
We'll see right here. He's gonna have to stop.
Track map.
It'd be a splash and go, I would say, for the 25, but he's spending a lot of time on pit road.
The leaders are coming through the tri-oval now.
All right. Yeah, the 25 is just now leaving pit road.
He's not going to blend even with the 24 and those folks that are further back. Don't think he's going to get up to speed quick enough.
Yeah, because here they come now, the 75. They're going to leave him.
He might be able to catch with the second group. He'll be able to blend with the second group, possibly.
Ooh.
That wasn't his best maneuver there, but still looks like he may be able to blend with these guys.
Yeah, it's moving a little quick, maybe. I think they're going to leave him as well. He might be able to catch this next pack led by Sean Horlander.
Zulu is on pit road.
And so Zulu...
We still got coming by him now.
We still got Michael Bovair on track. He's hooked up with 33. Nathan Christensen, who has already made his pit stop.
And here comes
That's going to leave Michael Bovair all by himself.
He comes to pit road.
Yeah, he's going to hand the lead over to James Nelson when he comes back around.
Yeah, and you have. So let's take a look. Joshua Hetrick is now back in the 11th position behind Tyrone Yo. This group of cars really needs to get together here at the back of the pack. You know, from the three. Well, actually, wow, that's a pretty large group. You get the 43, the 3, the 24, the 41, the 85, the 89, the 2, and then Hetrick. So they might have worked out okay for Hetrick. Not so much for Zulu. Unfortunately, Zulu is back from this pack just a bit. He and the 53 may be able to work together to make up some of that gap if these guys keep racing one another. I don't think they're by any means in, risk of going a lap down in the short amount of time we have left. As we'll be coming to 4 laps. Let's see, 5 laps to go here at the line.
Yeah, good recovery there for the 38 of Greg Barnett. If we remember correctly, he was a lap down fighting for the lucky dog near the end of that. Well, he was still a lap down at the beginning of stage 2. He finds himself sitting in 3rd position. So good recovery for Barnett.
Yeah, absolutely. He's going to end up in the money on some points here. So possibly a stage win if he can make it happen. I'm sure he'll give it everything he can here, riding in the 3rd position. Now, unfortunately for him, trying to take that lead probably won't work out for him unless these guys behind him catch up. But they're some 4.8 seconds back. Is a group of 3. Well, there's a large group, but they're just not really all that together yet.
Yeah, it looks like a pack of 8 led by Sean Horlander, but I just don't know if they got enough time, as they're currently losing time to the leaders.
This is the Quick Finishers Racing League Cup Series, Shake and Bake 293 from Talladega Super Speedway. We are the SimWorld Racing Network, coming to you every Friday night with the Quick Finishers Racing League. Hope you're enjoying yourself at home. We're enjoying ourselves up here in the booth, bringing this race to you live. All live means, though, Dave, is when we mess up, everybody at home knows we messed up.
And we do mess up.
A
So,
lot. As they're racing 3 wide, almost 4 wide back in the pack. Well, these guys really got to get it together. I don't know that there's any real race for. There's not a race for a lucky dog at this point. Not sure what the 3 is doing this time on the outside. He's already got his lap back.
I'm showing Cameron Harris as a lap down. He's racing the 05, I believe, of Ryan Clayton Cyrus.
Yeah, he is. You're right. You're right about that. But that really wasn't where I was seeing the 2 wide happening, though.
And Ryan Steinhoff. So that's a good battle once again.
Ryan Steinhoff.
The lucky dog. You got Harris, Steinhoff, Cyrus, and even Nathan Christensen back there, but he's a little bit further back. But a good race right there for the lucky dog between them 3. Right now, Cam Harris has it. The 74 of Steinhoff wants it. So we're now working lap 70, so a couple more laps to go in the stage. That's the battle to watch right there, is that lucky dog with the 43, 74, and 05 all fighting for that lucky dog position.
Seems to be the tail of the tape for the first stage and the second stage, as the 05 is now working to the inside of the 43 and the 74. The 43 side drafting off of Michael Kurgelak in the 41. Trying to keep that speed up in the outside lane to stay ahead of both the 05 and the 74 to get that lucky dog. James Nelson is still your leader. So working around the lap car, Mark Holofield, followed by Curtis Sauber and Greg Barnett in third. Nothing's changed up front. Let's get back to this battle that is still ongoing. And you know these guys on the lead lap, the 24 or the 41, they're really hating this because they're like, we want to catch the next pack. But these guys got to race. They're 3 wide. 74 goes to the outside of the 43 to try and take that position away. Still 3 wide. 43, 05, all of the lap cars fighting for that lucky dog. 3 wide. Looks like the 74 is going to get the bad end of that one. The 05 currently in the lucky dog position on lap 71. 43 backing up to the 3, trying to get this little side draft off the 25. Try to take another run at this 05 coming to the line.
Yeah, I was about to say, if you're the 43, you stay right there side by side with the 24. 74 had other plans and kind of broke that plan apart for the 43. See if he's got anything as we start lap 72 next time by. Will be the stage caution.
The 85 really got loose and shot up the track there. Almost into the side of the 43. 43 is getting a big run to the back of the 05 now.
Oh, Cam thought about shooting the gap. The 05 blocked that move. Oh, folks, this is a battle for that lucky dog between the 05 and the 43. 43 kind of boxed in. If he can get to the bottom.
He's going to have help.
He does.
He's going to the bottom.
He's going to the bottom. The 41 comes with him. That's going to hang the 05 out.
43 at the line.
Oh, 43.
Wow.
I believe the 43 is going to grab the lucky dog.
That was a great move. I saw something fly off of a car just now. But great move by the 43 to get that lucky dog spot. It's not confirmed by the box yet, but I believe he got it. He definitely had it there at the line. So 75 Nelson is your stage 2 winner.
Yeah, stage 2 winner goes to Nelson. Man, I tell you what, I know we're at Talladega, super speedway, but the end of these stages have felt more like short track racing than anything else. It's been exciting watching those lucky dog cars battle for those positions.
Yeah, absolutely. And the scoring pylon does show the 43 will be the lucky dog. So he'll be back on the lead lap in that 13th position. James Nelson was your stage 2 winner with Barnett in second. He got around Sauber at the line. Sauber in third, Kurgelak fourth, Robinson in fifth, Horlander sixth, Tyrone Yo seventh, Hetrick in eighth with younger Nelson, Tyler in ninth, and Rada rounds out your top 10 of the points-paying cars. This is the fourth caution here today, Dave. So it's 2 for incident and 2 for the stage breaks.
Those stage breaks are over. We will run it from here to the end. Points have been paid out.
Now it's time for the trophy. So we should see all these drivers come down pit road. Likely going to see some take on tires. I imagine we're going to see 4 tires out of a lot of these cars.
Yeah, I would say 4 tires and fuel is going to be on everyone's mind here on this pit stop.
We really need to minimize mistakes. Don't slide through your box here. It's under the caution flag, so really speeding on pit road shouldn't be too big of an issue. Like we've seen in the
saw
past.
the 75 slid through his box, had to back it up.
He just took right side tires. Looks like the 54 is off. Left side tires going on the 75, so he would have elected to take 4 tires. Curtis Arbin, Sean Horlander, both taking 2 tires and fuel. James Nelson, the first off pit road with 4 tires. In third, Michael Kerjelak, 4th. Gregory Robinson in 5th. Greg Barnett drops to 6th. Joshua Hetrick is 7th. Tyrone Yo, 8th. And Rada, 9th, with Zulu in the 10th position.
Now we'll see here. It looks like the 05 and the 74. I don't know if they just couldn't pit that last time, but we'll see if they take a wave around to get back on the lead lap or if they're just going to pit this time by.
So Michael Bover is in. Cam Harris is now in. Now Cam is the lucky dog, so he's made his way around to the lead lap. He'll start at the tail end of the field, but back on the lead lap. So that's where he wants to be.
But these drivers are taking a break. I'm going to step away for just a few moments, Billy.
Absolutely. So we see the 05 and 74 and 53 still out front, looking to possibly take a wave around and get a lap back. Your leader is Curtis Sauburn in that 54 machine. These lapped cars should get waved around the pace car, I believe, this time by. These guys likely hoping for a quick caution. Now, if they can run, let's see, we have 76 laps down. So you've got about 48 to go. If they can stretch it another, I don't know. I think the longest green flag stint I saw was of the 25. We're in about 23 laps there. So all the leaders are gonna have to pit again. These guys who just went around were last on pit road, lap 59, but Ryan Steinhoff is now on pit road.
Yeah, I'm not sure if they can make it on one more stop or not, but it's going to be tight, I think, to make it on one.
So, I mean, Clayton Cyrus, he took the wave around, and he was last in on 59. These guys pitted on 74 just now. So, about 15 lap difference. So, he could probably run about another 10 laps maybe before he has to pit. So, if he pits at lap 86 to 90, we'll say, That still leaves him with 23 laps to the end. If he can run 14 more laps, then he'll be in good shape. I just don't know that he can do that. I don't know that you can run another 14 laps here.
I think the bigger problem for him is he's going to need someone to come with him.
They're really broken apart on this restart. It was a very lazy start. The 25 of Hetrick didn't get going. The outside lane never really got going. I don't think anybody really decided to go this time. I'm not sure.
The two cars that found each other once again decided to get going. That's the 54 of Curtis Hubbard and the 75 of James Nelson finding each other once again at the front of this field.
I believe they've got a friend in Horlander too, at least for now. The wild card here is going to be that 3 of Gregory Robinson, who again on a super speedway finds himself running up front late in the going. This 4-car breakaway pulling away from Rada. Rada's going to fall back to these guys that are racing behind him. Just has no help right now and was unable to stay with that top 4 drivers.
Yeah, the lead continuing to grow here for those top 5. They're now over 3 seconds ahead of that second group.
Yeah, Rada was able to pull back in on this top pack. Very surprised because they really were pulling away from him, and then he was able to get just enough draft to be able to suck right back up to him.
Clayton Cyrus is on pit road.
Yeah, so he did take the wave around. Now, unfortunately, like you said, he's going to be back out here. He'll be on the lead lap, but he's just hoping for a quick caution because these guys will run him down very quickly. The leaders now working their way around the 53 machine. Laps winding down in the Shake and Bake 293 here at Quick Finishers Racing League Cup Series.
Yeah, as the leaders come around and put a lap on the 05 of Clayton Cyrus.
Yeah, unable to get up to speed to stick with them. He may be able to get enough draft here to get up in that lead pack and hope for that caution to come out and get a lucky dog. Speaking of lucky dog, Cam Harris is back up to the 6th position after getting his lap back, leading this pack behind the top 5. It's about 5 cars running nose to tail. They're about a little over 5 seconds back of Rada.
Yeah, that lead for the lead pack, that keeps growing now over, I'm showing almost 5.5 seconds now. Looks like Hetrick has parked his car on pit road. Not too sure what happened there.
I'm not sure. I didn't see anything happen with him. He may have had something happen there where he needed to step away from the car for a moment. It does happen when you're in the sim world. And when you're watching the Sim World Racing Network, you are always in the sim world. So, welcome to our world. As now this front pack has the 53 caught up with him, making this a 6-car pack. You have the six-car pack and growing behind him here, running single file. They're just not close enough together to really get any speed or to gain any time. I mean, they're making good speed, but almost 6 seconds now behind Rada.
Yeah, they just keep losing time with this front pack.
And I think that all has to do with the aggressive pushing by the 75 of Nelson. He pushes the 54 out there, and the 24 sucks up to the back again, and then he's able to push the 54 harder again. So this lead just continues to grow and grow. Ride along with James Nelson out at Harper's Ferry in that auto serve number 75 Ford. If your Ford needs a tune-up, and we know that it does, head to Auto Serve in Charlestown, West Virginia. Take care of all of your servicing needs at Auto Serve. Tyrone Yo out of York, Pennsylvania, riding back here in the 9th position. Right behind the 85 of Tyler Nelson. If you'd like to have a cool paint job on your sim racing car, be sure to check out Tyrone Yo Jr. on Facebook. Shoot him a message and he'll paint you up something custom for your sim racing needs.
Yeah, I'm kind of watching this second pack. Not too sure. The 84 jumped out of line. I think that pack right now needs to stay together if they have any chance of running down the front pack.
Yeah, that it's 6.5 seconds now up to Rada, who's in front of this pack. He's at the tail end of the front pack.
And you see the 84 once again trying to run up the outside. No one's going with them. They all know they need to stay single file.
Yeah, I think the only reason to get out of line right now would be either A, you're overheating, B, you want to drop to the back to save some fuel, or C, you're battling for a lucky dog position, hoping there was a caution, but I don't see any of those being the case at the moment. Oof. It really got swirly there between the 33 and the 4 car. Oh, it was the 33 and the 4 kind of rubbed doors a little bit.
Yeah, I'm not too sure what's going on with the second pack, but they're all over the place right now.
The 33 and Nathan Christensen is SWRN's own Nathan Christensen. Handles the broadcast on Tuesday nights for the All-American Racing League right here on the Sim World Racing Network.
Now Tyler Nelson kind of gets shuffled out of line there in that second pack.
These boys is racing. 25 laps to go here, folks. These boys is racing.
As they've fallen over 7 seconds now behind that lead pack.
As the 4 almost loses control, shoots way up the track and gets really, really loose. Was able to pull it back in. Curtis Auburn, still your leader.
Yeah, the front pack continues to space themselves out here in front of that second pack. Curtis Auburn still your leader, followed by James Nelson. I thought James Nelson was going to take a run at the outside.
He's giving a really hard push there to the 54.
Yeah, this front pack's playing it very smart. They can see that they're pulling away. Just stay in line here and count the laps down until it's time to go.
For the 41 at Kerjelak is really now starting to push that 43 a bit, but there's some 7.7 seconds back of Rada, so they've still lost quite a bit of time. But they finally got a little bit of rhythm together, starting to work a little closer together. As you see, the 41 gives another shot to the 43. He's glued to that rear bumper. But I don't think it's going to matter. I mean, 7.8 seconds, that's not... I mean, it's surpassable, so it's not like it's impossible to do it. But you're really going to need to continue to work closely together. The leaders are putting another lap on the 75. I mean, I'm sorry, the...
74 Steinhoff.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the drivers still at the back of this second pack are still trying to run that high side. All they're doing is slowing that pack down.
Ooh, as the 98 got really loose right there in the back of the 33 and had to check up.
Yeah, because now we got a pack of 3, the Michael Bovair, the 4 of Holofield, and Tyler Nelson on that 85 now working the outside.
Now moving to the outside of the 43 of Harris with help from the 2 and the 38 going with him. Nathan Christensen comes up. He's going to help the 43. You guys are battling for that 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, and 10th positions here. 11th even.
Yeah, so I got word that Josh Patrick parked it due to some bad storms in the area, some tornadoes around, so he parked it for the night.
Yeah, that's not what you want to have to deal with, so Best wishes for Joshua Hetrick there. Yeah, safe. You guys stay safe, Josh. This lead group still continuing to pull away, some 10.3 seconds ahead of the second pack, who's been battling it out.
It's 20 we're now working 20 laps to go. Still a lot of racing left, and sure to see some green flag stops here too.
.75 is locked on the bumper of the of our leader right now, just pushing for everything it's worth, but they're pulling away from the 24.
Yeah, I think right now these guys, front pack, they're in a very good position, out over 10 seconds out in front of that second pack. I think you just pace yourself here, get through the pit stops. Not worth the risk at this point to spin someone out or have a problem.
Well, I wonder if that's not what they're setting up for too, is the pit stop, right? Trying to get as much of a gap as they can before this pit stop. I just don't know exactly when it's gonna be.
I would say they're in their pit window now with 18 laps to go, as you see the 54 get a little sideways off the bumper of the 75.
Yeah, these leaders are on 21 laps right now. They've been on this tank of fuel. And the longest we've seen so far was Kurjalak at 23 and Barnett at 23.
So the second pack, I'm getting word they're hitting pit road now. Coming to pit road. Here they all come.
Oof. Oh, did Tyrone Yo make it? Just wonder if some of these guys were a little hot. You do not want to make a mistake here on this final pit stop as the 2 comes down. Oh, fortunately, was able to go through the 38 rather than spin out across his nose.
Yeah, the 2 had to back up a couple times to get in his pit box as well. 38 is gone, 43 is gone, 33, 41.
The leaders are on their way down. Leaders are coming down now.
Oh, no speeding, no nothing. This is the money stop.
Yeah, and you want to be able to quickly get grouped back up. There's a lot of gap in this first group that pitted here. Because they, if they could have got grouped up really, really quick, they could make up a lot of time while these guys are on pit road.
Yeah, we'll see if this front group does any better with this. I mean, even when you come off pit road, if you have to pack up and wait a little bit, that's better than having the separation.
Yeah, and there's a lot of separation. Greg Barnett's the first one off pit road. He's got the 41 behind him. Then it's quite a gap back to the 43.
Yeah, this group did a better job, I believe, exiting pit road. Is there? Curtis says, "Nope, you're not going fast enough. 3, I'm coming around."
Yeah, the 3 leapfrogs the 24 on that pit stop, but it's tricky to get off pit road on that flat of the apron and stay below the double yellow line till you come off a 2. That's pretty tricky to do sometimes, as it doesn't seem they gained anything. They were a little over 11 seconds, and they're a little over 11 seconds now. They may have gained just a bit. The second pack, Greg Barnett.
Yeah, we're looking at maybe a second and a half they gained, but this front group's forming up once again. I'm seeing about a 10 and a half second gap now, so they gained about a second or so on that pit stop.
We've got a new leader, James Nelson. He was able to leapfrog the 54, and now we're going to see if the 54 pushes him, and for how long. Because we're down to, like you said, 15 to go here, folks, in the Shake and Bake 293. These guys have been shaking and baking together this 75 and 54 all night long. I think it's about time they're going to pull it out of the oven and somebody's going to get burnt.
Yeah, if this lead pack is smart right here, they just ride here to about 3, 2 to go, and then make your moves where you wish.
I say that they'll wait till, yeah, to probably turn 4 to go of the last lap. And that's when we're going to see some mayhem likely. But yeah, they're grouped back up. They're going to be pulling away again. It's a 10.2 second lead. Actually, yeah, 10.2 second lead over Greg Barnett, Michael Kerjelak, Cam Harris. These guys here, which are finally grouped up a bit.
So we've got three distinct packs right now. Looks like Greg Barnett's leading that second pack. The 05 is leading that third pack.
Yeah, Tyrone Yo was the big loser on that pit stop, dropping from 7th back to 11th position. Looks like he had a long stop, about 12.1 seconds, because like you said, he had to back up in his box. Tyler Nelson may have taken tires, as he had a 14.6 second stop. But these guys are still kind of racing each other in that third pack.
Working 13 laps to go here. It looks like that second pack's moving forward. They're just too far back at this point. They're going to need a caution to get caught up here.
Yeah, they're 9.5 seconds back now. So you're right, Dave. They've gained quite a bit, but in 13 laps, they'll definitely have to have a caution, and it's not out of the question.
54 now going to the lead. Looks like they're just swapping positions. I think the 75 says, "Hey, I'm a better pusher here." See, they're losing a little bit of time to that second pack, so do what got them to where they were.
Yeah, I think you're right, Dave. I think that was a planned move to put that 54 back out front. That way the 75 could glue to his bumper and continue to push him around this track.
And I'm sure James Nelson welcomes that, because I wouldn't want to be the leader on one to go.
Nope. I think they're going to end up like 5 wide coming to the line anyway. So I really don't think it's going to matter. But what do I know?
Let's see what happens here now with James pushing the 54. See if they open up that gap a little bit. There's about 9 seconds now. And that gap is growing, so that little switch did help this lead pack.
Yeah, well, the backpack kind of broke up. It looks like Kerjelak is out of line, fell to the back of this pack. So they were going to give it up anyway, as Cam Harris has moved into the 7th position now, behind Greg Barnett.
So I know the one person wanting a caution would be that 33, Nathan Christensen, to try to get himself back on the lead lap.
He's riding with this second pack, but unfortunately is not on the lead lap, as you said. You know, I wonder if Curtis and James switched positions there, because we know they're both good pushers, but because the Fords seem to push so much better than any other car on the service here. Just the way their nose is made seems to be so much calmer of a push than you have with the Toyota or the Chevrolets.
Whatever they did is working. They're pulled back out to over 10 seconds now over that second pack.
And as we got 9 laps to go, coming to 8 to go here, be sure to tune in this Sunday to the SimWorld Racing Network right here on this same channel as you're watching right now for the All-American Racing League's Truck Series. Dave and I will be back up here in the booth for North Wilkesboro. Is that right, Dave? Did I just tell a lie?
Yeah, I believe it's North Wilkesboro for the trucks. And Tuesday night, the AARL Cup Series will be running their All-Star event. Non-points paying event. It's just all for bragging rights. At North Wilkesboro as well for 200 laps.
And that should be pretty exciting. I believe it has a mandatory 4-tire pit stop, lap 100. Is that right? Something I was seeing there. That is correct.
There will be a yellow at lap 100 for mandatory 4-tire stop, then another yellow thrown at 50 to go.
So no stages or anything prior to that. For the first 100 laps is all wide open.
You are correct.
Okay. All right. Well, that should be interesting. We're going to see some people hanging out there a little bit with just bragging rights on the line. So get ready. Should be pretty exciting. North Wilkesboro's fun track.
We are 7 laps to go here in the Shake and Bake 293. 54 and 75 still making me nervous lap after lap. Yeah. Don't want to have that caution come out now. That's going to catch everyone back up.
So tune in next Friday right here for on the SimWorld Racing Network for the Quick Finishers Racing League when they take to Dover. That should be a good one.
Yeah, Dover is another challenging track. 1 mile high bank concrete track. That's always a challenge to go there. Well, we've got a race to settle here as we're on 6 laps to go now.
Top 5 still same running orders, single file. Going to start to see these guys shaking and baking, like I said here just shortly. We're going to stick with this lead pack because this is where it's going to happen. You know, the 75 is going to want to make a move, but he's got to know, is the 3 going to go with him? Is the 24 going to go with him? If he goes high, is the 3 going to try to suck up to the 54 and then blow by him on the inside? How is this going to play out? I don't know.
I mean, if I'm the 54, I'm a little nervous because that's not a good position to be in here on the super speedways. Typically, when that second place makes a move, somebody's going to go with them. That run is usually enough. So we'll see how this plays out as we're working 5 to go.
Yeah, and if you're the leader, you're basically you're not looking out your windshield any at all at this point. You're looking at that rear view mirror. You're watching that driver behind you, seeing the moves that he's making, seeing the runs that he's trying to generate, and you got to wait for what you think is going to be the right timing that he's going to try to make that. You'll see him back up to the 3 and get a run to your bumper, but he doesn't go to your bumper, and you need to be able to throw that block. And sometimes it pays off, and you get the shove. Sometimes you end up in the wall or spinning through the infield. So it should be pretty exciting to find out as we're 4 laps to go here, Dave. This is
4 to go. Watch for the 3, the 24, and the 89. Possibly back up a little bit. That might be their best shot as they back up and try to get a little bit of a run on these front 2.
Yeah, if I'm Murata, who's just kind of been riding and following this group a little bit, I'm getting up on that 24 about right now and getting ready to start shoving him to the front in the next couple of laps, because you're going to want to shove and go with somebody and then hang them out. That's your only shot at getting a win here. If you're content with finishing top 5, okay, but I don't think any of these drivers are content with it's checkers or wreckers, baby.
Yeah, 3 to go. I know these drivers right here in this lead pack behind the 75, they're probably getting a little antsy here, wondering when do I go, what time, what point in this race do I make a run? Is it 2 to go, 1 to go? Now, when do you go? As this time by is going to be 2 laps to go.
Be sure to stick around after the race. We're going to interview the top 3 finishers tonight's Shake and Bake 293 here with the Quick Finishers Racing League, right here on Sim World Racing Network.
75 backed up a little bit here to the 3. We make it around, see the white flag. The next flag will end the race.
I think it's too soon as he goes and hits the 54, but he did test the waters. He tested the backup move, and you could see the run it generated on the 54. He's trying to push this 54 out, so it's going to be a battle between he and the 54. Now he's backing back up to the 3 again.
And off turn forward, this time by the line. 1 lap to go.
Oh, the 24 gets into the 3 a little bit, gets him loose. One lap to go in the Shake and Bake 293. It's coming down to the wire. Will it be the 54? Will it be the 75? Will it be the 3?
3's high. 3's
going
to the high side. What's
24 stays low.
Yeah, 24 said too early. They get lap cars to deal with down the back
This is going to give a big run to the 75. So he moves now to the outside of the 54. 24 stays in line behind the 54. Gives him a shot. Horlander moves into second. 89 of Rada. No help on that inside. Coming off of turn 4. The 54 is your leader.
I don't think the 24 is going to get him.
54 of Curtis Sovereign is your winner at the line. Sean Horlander is second, with James Nelson rounding out your top 3.
Yeah, big congrats to the 54 of Curtis Sovereign, bringing home the victory here in the Shake and Bake 293. Good run for Sean Horlander, too.
Yeah, absolutely. Great points paying day for these guys. Let's see if we can get Mr. the one and only James Nelson over here in the booth and give him a quick chat. See what he thought of the race here tonight.
Let's go find James. James, Dave in the booth, you get us?
Hey, what's going on, buddy?
Hey, congrats on a solid 3rd place finish. I know jumped to the outside, not the result you were looking for, but nonetheless a good run. Walk us through your race a little bit. It seemed like that front pack did what they had to do to just keep that lead. You had over 10 seconds on that second pack, so good job working together. But how'd your race go?
Well, mine went great. I got second in one stage, won the second stage, came in 3rd. Excellent points day. We just got really lucky. There was something going on with Zulu and Mark, and it held them up, and we were in a good group that knew how to go fast.
Yeah,
so
man.
Once we figured out where we were, we just exploited it the best we could.
Yeah, so we were kind of paying attention to you guys after this last pit stop when you actually beat the 54 off pit road. You were running out in the front a little bit. You guys swapped positions there, and it looked to be intentional. Like maybe you guys realized you were making better time with you as the pusher. Is that what happened there? Is it the Fords that push better, or are you just typically a better pusher overall? You guys knowing that decided to do it that way.
Well, we noticed after pit lane that the back group was catching us. They were doing it by several tenths at a time. And I've always been better at pushing than leading. So yeah, we worked it out. Had him just go high, and then I slowed down to let him get in front to minimize the loss. And then I just kept pushing, and we tried not to pull a Toyota.
Right. Yeah, man. Well, listen, congratulations on a P3 finish tonight. A great points night. As you've said, the floor is yours. Shout out anyone you want to shout out.
I want to thank all the guys tonight for a great race. Everybody really seemed to mind their P's and Q's. It wasn't a wreck fest like they can be. Thanks to AutoServe for sponsoring me, and looking forward to Dover next week.
All right, man. Well, listen, we're going to send you back to celebrate. Congratulations again on a P3, and we'll hopefully be talking to you next week at Dover.
Sounds good, man. You guys have a great night.
All right, buddy.
See ya.
That was James Nelson in the number 75 AutoServe Ford. Good run for James. Good points tonight, as he said. Let's see if Sean Horlander's in there, see if we can get a word with him. Finishing P2 tonight.
Hey, Sean, Dave in the booth. You get us?
I got you.
Hey, good run there to come home in second position in the Shake and Bake 293 here at Talladega. Walk us through your race a little bit, but congrats on that second place finish.
Yeah, been a while since I've been here. Took a couple weeks off for personal reasons and came back and looking for a win. I guess second's close enough.
Yeah, listen, Sean, man, that was really a really good run on your return, and welcome back. You honestly, the way you moved up through the field there late, the last lap and a half or so to give that shot to the 54, that's really won it for the 54, I believe, because the 75 was making some hay on that outside, and you went ahead, you pushed the 75 that got the 75 to go up there, and then you decided to stick with the 54. But no real question, man. Just congratulations on a second place finish. Floor is yours if there's anybody you want to say hi to or anything you want to say or shout out.
Yeah, like I said, I'd be happy to push either one, 75 or 54, to the win. Either one, they're both done me good the whole time I've been here. So.
Yeah, absolutely, man. This is a great league here at the Quick Finishers Racing League. Congratulations again, Sean, on a second place finish. Will you be at Dover next week?
No, I won't.
Okay. Well, it was good to see you tonight, and we hope to see you here again soon with the Quick Finishers Racing League.
All right, you too.
All right, buddy. Have a good one. See ya.
Yep.
That was Sean Horlander in the number 24 Chevrolet, finishing in P2 tonight. Oh, man, we didn't do this, Dave. We didn't do our ride-along with Curtis Dale tonight, and he'll probably never let us do another one after him getting the win here tonight. But let's see if we can get Curtis Salburn over here in the booth, talk to our winner.
Curtis, Dave in the booth. You get us?
Hey, boys. How are you?
Good. Hey, you get it done. In the Shake and Bake 293, you shaked and baked all night long.
Oh, it was rough. I tell you what, that was a stressful race.
Look, man, we were going to, I realized after the second stage, I was like, dang, we didn't do our ride along with Curtis Dale. And I was just telling Dave just a second ago, I'm like, he's probably never going to let us do it again. Because he just won this race. We'd missed doing it, and he just won this race. But listen, man, congratulations on a good win there. You and the 75, you did the shake and bake all night long. You guys worked very, very well together. You swapped positions there to let him push after he beat you off pit road, and that seemed to really help you guys pick up your pace again. It really, really looked like you guys just had it locked down there. And were you concerned when Horlander pushed the 75 up beside you there?
I'm not gonna lie, because the whole race, Sean said he wanted to win. He pops in every now and then, so I was a little worried. But out of that last pit stop, like you said, James beat me off pit road, and we got going, and we noticed that we were losing time to that second pack, so we decided to switch because James can push a little bit better than I can. So that's why we switched, and then we started gaining, and then that last lap, James went high, and I knew he was going to, and I'm glad Sean went with me because that was the winning move.
Yeah, absolutely, man, absolutely. It looked really, really fun from up here in the booth, from the kind of the sky's view or whatever. But man, congratulations on the victory. We're gonna give the floor to you, man. Just shout out anybody you want to say hi to or whatever you want to say. It's all yours, bud.
Yeah, man. Again, I appreciate James and Sean and Smokey. We all work together. Greg was up there with us at the beginning, so I want to give him a shout out too. Also to AutoServe, thanks for sponsoring a lot of our races. I really do appreciate that. And to you guys, man, y'all do one heck of a job each and every week. So I appreciate it, guys.
Yeah, man. Yeah, well, thank you for putting on a good event here as one of the admins here in the Quick Finishers Racing League. Your winner, Curtis Salburn of the Shake and Bake 293. Curtis, buddy, we're going to send you back to celebrate, and we'll hopefully be talking to you next week at Dover.
Absolutely. See y'all later.
All right, buddy.
See ya.
All right, that was Curtis Sauber. We're going to get the full field rundown for the folks at home brought up on the screen. All right, your winner was Curtis Sauber, as we just talked to there in the 54. Sean Horlander was second. James Nelson come in third, with Rada in fourth. Smokey Robinson rounds out the top five, with Greg Barnett in sixth. Michael Kerjelak is seventh. Cameron Harris comes in at eighth. Tyrone Yo with another good finish in ninth. Michael Bovair finishes 10th.
11th's going to go to Tyler Nelson. 12th goes to Zulu. 13th goes to newcomer Clayton Cyrus. 14th will be Nathan Christensen. 15th, Mark Hollifield Sr. 16th, Ryan Steinhoff. 17th, James Bowden. And rounding out your field, then 18th is Joshua Hetrick.
All right, this was the Quick Finishers Racing League Cup Series Shake and Bake 293. We hope you had a good time. We hope you enjoyed watching this with us. You enjoyed all the anxiousness that comes along with this super speedway racing. We had a great time bringing the race to you here on Sim World Racing Network. We hope to see you next week here at Dover for the Quick Finishers Racing League Cup Series. We hope to see you Sunday for the truck race, the All-American Racing League, and Tuesday for the Cup race, the All-American Racing League. For Dave and Dave in the booth, we are out of here. Have a good one, folks.